griefs and grievances. Your Excellency, ma'am, permit me to briefly share with you our griefs and the indulgence of highlighting our grievances. For over a decade, we have been under unprovoked and consistent attacks by Haida terrorists on our farms and in our homes. The losses we have sustained over the years in human lives and property are incalculable. Our farms have been destroyed. Farmers have been prevented from going to their farms because several have been killed on their farms. We are in painful grief. Some of our people are living in IDPs, while most of our displaced persons are living with friends and relatives in different parts of the state under very difficult conditions. There is hunger and food insecurity in a state that is known to be the food basket of the nation. In all this, we have not received any compensation or support. Rather, salt is often added to our injuries when they tell us it's communal clashes. I ask, how can you call what happens to the people of Yelwata as a clash when defenseless people were murdered in their sleep and the attackers came from outside Benue State? They add salt to injury when they tell us go and learn how to live with your neighbors, when the people that attack us are not our neighbors. They add salt to injuries when they tell us it is reprisal attacks. Now, when people are slaughtered who have never encountered the attackers or have had any dealings with them, how can that be called reprisals? The Haida terrorists and bandits have declared a genocidal war against the people of Benue State and other parts of this country. The earlier this is accepted as a fact, the earlier the Nigerian nation will rise and fight and win the war. Playing the ostrich will consume the nation. Your Excellency, most of our attacks take place in the communities that are close to or share boundaries with Nasarawa State. Yet Nasarawa State is not under the same spate of attacks. The killers attack us and withdraw back to Nasarawa State. It may appear that some communities within Nasarawa State accommodate these attackers, Haida terrorist bandits. The Nasarawa State Governor himself has publicly raised alarm on the influx of terrorists into his state, indicating his knowledge of the influx and his helplessness in dealing with the situation as the Chief Security Officer of the state. We grieve and ask that these attackers come to attack us, withdraw, and we find it difficult to understand why, in spite of the alarm raised by a sitting governor over influx of terrorists in his state and the clear demonstration over the years that Benue State is the target of the terrorists, the federal security agencies have not done the needful in assisting the governor to flush out the terrorists from Nasarawa State. Our goals and gains. Your Excellency, our prayer today is that, and we believe that when the prayers are answered, we will achieve our goals, and that will bring us our gains. Our prayers are, let the killer-headed terrorists be flushed out of Benue State and other neighboring states, especially Nasarawa State, and everything be done to give us peace in Benue State. To the communities that have suffered attacks should be supported to rebuild and return to normal family living and farming in their ancestral lands. And lastly, with the guarantee of the return of peace, the people in IDP should be supported to return to their original ancestral communities to resume their normal lives and farming. Finally, permit me to share with you what my mother used to tell me when I was growing up. Anytime I got sick and was reluctant to take medicines, she will remind me that any sickness that afflicts you, even ordinary headache, wants to kill you, so you shouldn't play with it. Nigeria is plagued by the sickness of headed terrorists and bandits. If we play with this sickness with kid gloves, it will kill us. If our leaders do not brutally deal with terrorism and banditry, but keep playing politics with it by trying to be politically correct for purposes of elections, Nigeria will be destroyed. The time to act is now. The damage is already getting almost irreparable.